all the knowledge doesn't mean much without action. I've read too many books to count, forgot half of them. I forgot the books, the information in the books that I read before I even put the information to work. It's such a sin. Like, people get addicted to self-help. You're feeling bad, you learn something new, feel a little bit better, and then you just start getting addicted to the act of learning instead of to the act of implementation. That's where the growth is. Like, I show cold plunging a lot because it worked well on me, but that might just be because it's the only thing I ever took very seriously and was consistent over time. You could probably get just as good results from doing so many other things. I wasn't that consistent for that long. So the implementation is worth 10 times the quantity. Like, no joke, in the past 6 years, I probably read like, I don't know, maybe 1 to 200 books. Probably on the lower end of that, but somewhere around there. Mostly audiobooks. And I probably remember 5% of what I read or listened to, and have probably implemented less than 1%, which is terrible. Like, you can get so much more value out of just like finding something good. Like, I just read Gary Keller's, he founded, I think, Keller Williams Keller Williams Agency. But he has a book, what's the one thing that you could do in your life that would have, that if you did it like well enough and consistent enough, that most of the other things in your life would become less important or unnecessary. So trying like the 80-20, the Pareto's principle, trying to use that, and like, all right, most of what you have in life is from a small portion of your output. And like, based on your goals, what's that output? What do you have to do? And then in that 20%, do that again. Use the 20% of the 20%. For me, it was creating more instead of consuming more and just reading and learning and taking courses. And like the path that I was going down for so long, it was, I want to reach more people. I want this community to grow, and I want people to learn things that maybe they haven't seen and be around people that inspire them. So it was to create more, make more content. And content, it was always like, not cringy, but I always felt like, oh, there's so many people doing that. But I don't think that's a reason to not do something that's important. So my 20% of my 20% was to see you guys here every day, and that's why we're here. And the content isn't great, but it'll get better. And just like when you first start reading or first start learning about a subject, you're not great at it. It takes time. So just like with these front squats that I used to be good at, and now I'm basically doing the bar and it's weak. But you'll see, over the course of the year, there'll be plates on that. And one rep at a time, we'll get stronger, and one rep at a time, we'll build this community and see some cool stories. Watch people learn things, implement them, and change their lives. But I have to give a shout out to cold plunging. It's unlike anything I found. Working out is great. It gives you confidence and you feel good. But when you cold plunge, it is just, I feel like if you cold plunge, the likelihood of you working out is higher. If you work out, the likelihood of you plunging or doing other things isn't necessarily higher. The uncomfortable nature and the fear around cold plunging, the gym doesn't have that. The gym is just hard. It's hard to do. But then you start to see results and you feel good, and it self-reinforces. Cold plunging, you don't look any different. It changes the mind. So it's a hard thing you have to every day keep showing up. I can't wait for some of you guys who haven't tried it to start trying it, to get curious about it and say, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to end my shower with some cool water, and then feel that rush, feel that little zap of electricity, feel the brain wake up, feel those hormones. It's like, damn, this is fucking crazy. And then the next day, even though you loved it and you had fun, you're going to be like, damn, this is hard again. And then, all right, I'm going to try a plunge. You try a plunge, you love it, and you feel like a champ after. And then the next day you're looking at it and you're like, fuck, why don't I want to get in that? Like, I felt so good after I did it last time, but I still don't want to get in it. And that's the beauty of it. People ask me, do you think you'll get addicted to cold plunging because it makes you feel better? And I thought it was a really good question. And after 2 years, I can attest, you will never get addicted to it. Most people just, it sucks too much to do it. You don't get those feel-good chemicals without feeling uncomfortable as hell for a little bit. So you don't have to worry about getting addicted to it. I don't think there's many people out there abusing cold water exposure. I guess you could say me doing it every day, but no, I think there's just upside to it. Just a few minutes and bam, I have to do some chin-ups. I gotta stop yapping. I think there's some saying like, judge a man by the size of his library or something. I think that there's 2 rooms in the house that are super important for a guy or a girl who's like trying to do better. A place, it doesn't have to be in the house, but a place in your life. A place where you learn well. For me, it was walking dogs, listening to audiobooks. I consumed a lot. Then I would take notes when I get home. Things I want to learn about more, I'd look up more, read more, take notes. And then their gym, whether it's at the gym or if you build one at home. I can't stress the importance of, even if you go to a gym, still figure out something in your house where you can get some activity. Maybe you don't have a squat rack, but maybe you take a corner of your bedroom and you put a yoga mat and you have a few dumbbells, or you put a chin-up bar on your doorway. Something where if your schedule gets thrown, you can get a workout and you can keep that momentum going. Because I've noticed in life so much of how well you do and like you proceed is based on momentum. Like the compound effect is from not missing days and staying consistent. Oh man. And what you're witnessing here is the opposite compound effect. The compound effect of being stupid and missing months and months and just not working out, focusing on other things, not making that hour a day, a few days a week to just maintain all that hard work that I did. I worked so hard for like a few years, got in good shape, had like PRs all over the place. Every lift was a PR. I was getting strong, and now I'm struggling with a weight that I did years ago. So that was so stupid. I'm not going to do that again. And I hope that this community helps bring accountability to people. Accountability is so important. If you have people in your life who aren't doing good things and they see you slipping, they're not going to be like, come on, Matt, get the fuck back in the gym. Like, oh yeah, I get you, you're fixing up your house, but it's all right. Take today a half day, go to the gym, or go before the guys get here, go after. Pay attention to the friends in your life. If you have friends in your life, even if it's just one friend who's like constantly nudging you and keeping you accountable, that's such a real friend. The yes men and the people who just like focus on themselves, they're not real friends. They're like fair weather friends, or they're into their own shit. You're very fortunate if you even have one friend who like cares enough about you to see you slipping. Like I have like one friend like that, and he's always there to like be like, come on, you're putting on a few pounds, get out there. And it's so important. So try to keep those people in your life close, and hopefully this community, I know I keep repeating it, but I really want to like bring people out of their shells and bring them into the comments section or a discussion board or Facebook group, something that like people that are maybe just watching or sitting behind a screen and they don't have that group, that this becomes a place where they can like learn and get together with people. All right.